Banzai, otherwise known as Team 6. And as they explore the world uh, of, of the uplifted ocean. Uh, this week, hopefully, they will get a little further along in their plans to try to get out of the sanctuary that they find themselves in. A sanctuary that, much like the Hotel California, you can check in, but you can't check out because they're afraid of the Central Church finding out their location. So, at least that's what the council says. We have with us Ken, who is playing Chen Wei.
Mm-hmm.
We have uh, Chuck, who is playing Mike. And we have Kaitlin, who is playing Angel. And we may have Jason playing Jason sometime in the future. But this week, unfortunately, Gandalf is not with us. He is currently on his way, crossing the continent. So we wish him the best. Anyways, so when we last left our band of fearless adventurers, didn't you guys go back to your rooms at the university,
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
or are you still somewhere else? Actually, the last thing I can remember is you all took off and went to the shoe place.
Right,
Okay,
right. Mike's not there.
right. And there doesn't appear to be a shoe event horizon currently threatening this location.
Mm.
So you've talked to our person who's our designer of shoes. That's her shtick, and she's made a pair of at least one pair of shoes for somebody, and talking about other types of stuff like um, maybe doing a possible IDET shoe. I'm actually surprised that none
Mm.
of you guys said, we have these IDET boots, and they're never, they're always issued by, by a military force, and they're never exactly right. And could you possibly make us shoes that would fit our feet exactly? But none of you guys have done that. So, anyways, moving on. So she basically, we're waiting right now for her thing to stop making the shoe that she had planned, and you guys had looked at her stuff. So, is there anything you want to do further at this location?
Uh, oh, I didn't quite, I never quite understood in the first place why we wanted to go to this person. I mean, we know she's fringeworthy, but we can't really bring up the subject unless like something strange happens.
Yeah, that's literally why you're there. Was you were trying to
Right, but
recruit her as a Fringeworthy? At least that was my honest
right, but I
impression.
my my reaction was okay, we do that, then what do we do? You can't tell her you're fringeworthy.
Oh, really? Hopefully, you don't want something weirder than this. I feel, what
Hmm.
I've overtaxed your weirdness. Your weirdness
I
nerve.
really didn't think that was possible for Caitlin.
Yeah, indeed.
Mm. Hey. Okay, yeah, buddy. Okay. And my dog's just looking at me because I know he knows I still have a whopper in my bag.
All right. Well,
Uh, very good.
uh, okay. So eventually, your shoes that she has promised do get delivered. They charge. She charges your your visor pops up. I mean, this has already happened. Accept the charge, and you've said yes. And so now it's just a matter of. And I think some of the stuff that was going on here was being driven by Gandalf, who isn't here. So if you're not going to try to recruit her, what do you want to do next? Oh, okay. All right. So you guys are leaving.
One thing, actually, I'm gonna whisper to whoever has the French crystal. I say, actually, Bruce, do we know yet that somebody can become fringeworthy if they're exposed to a crystal for a while?
I would say no.
Okay, never mind then. I was going to say, look and see if there's a
You're
crystal
referring to
around
fringe.
here.
You're referring to fringe crystal attunement.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I was going to suggest look around and see if she has a crystal, but if I don't know that, I can't
Yeah, it's only
suggest it.
5% per year of exposure, and there's so few crystals around that it's actually very much of a isn't that much of a thing, I would think at this point.
I mean, unless we happen by chance to see a crystal in the shop somehow, like, I don't
Can you
know,
use the crit out of
in a
game? Can you
chandelier or something, or
uh,
embedded in a shoe.
Okay,
can
what is it,
crystals
Mike?
detect? Okay, can crystals detect crystals?
It, it, well, crystals detect crystals if you use that crystal power, if you have that crystal power.
Okay, that is a that. So that's a crystal power detect crystal.
Yes,
Okay,
I believe so. Again, we'd have
alrighty.
to look.
But
And
anyway, it's all irrelevant because I can't think of it because we don't know it yet.
either way,
Okay.
the one that usually holds the crystal is Jason, and the
Yeah.
council currently
Yep,
has our crystal.
that is
No,
very true.
yeah,
No, they gave it back.
they gave it back.
I thought they
In
were going to
fact,
stick it.
didn't we say we wanted to borrow yours too, and you could put up a fake one?
No,
Yes, they
not
did
that. That's
that, and
keep.
you also wanted that the thing that Zamboni used the proof that he could create these standing waves. You wanted access to that too, and they said sure. It's not
The only thing we didn't negotiate for was to go home.
right.
No.
Right. Well, mostly what you were negotiating with, by the way, was with the Zamboni, in search of Zamboni people.
Yeah.
Okay, because those were all their artifacts.
Right, but I mean, we were negotiating with the ruling council
Right. Well,
because
they
they
wanted you
confiscated all that stuff from the Zamboni people.
right, but they wanted you to explain how you were able to go and take your hand and shove it inside this clear plastic crystal that it was in and make it turn on like you did. And and then
And
and then all of a sudden it leaped out of their hands and smashed into a wall, and you guys
oh,
grabbed that
yeah.
and
Okay,
she was
another
asking you
thing.
to answer some questions, and basically you said, well, we're not 100% sure, but if we have some chance to study this and work with it a little bit, we can come up with an answer, which is why they let you have these.
Yeah, now looking around in this place, are there any like maybe strange machines that might be um, used? Like I don't know what she uses to make the shoes, but
Mhm.
there got to be something that conceivably be a strange machine if there were to be one here. I mean, I know all the future stuff looks a little weird, but
Okay, yeah, I gotta say, Chen Wei, everything in this place looks weird.
yeah.
Okay, it's obvious that she's using some of that fiber technology that has been alluded to on a number of occasions, and but she also uses a lot of other stuff, that involves like microtubules and stuff. But
Yeah,
this
what
is
I was wondering is if
I know
she's,
what you're wondering. I'm trying to answer your question, Ken.
yeah,
Okay, this is a showroom. Okay, this room is to show off all the different things that she can do so that people, when they come in, they look around, they can get inspired, or they can say, I really like that. Could you like that? And which basically keeps the lights on. And she's like, oh, yeah, sure. Okay, the actual maker machines are in the back, in the,
okay, so we can't see them.
you could see them if you asked
Yeah,
to go see them, Ken. But
yeah,
you,
I think I will. I say it, well, I didn't buy any shoes here, is the thing.
yeah, her name is Allison Walker, in case
Yeah,
you've forgotten.
yeah,
So go right ahead, talk to her.
Ms. Walker,
Yeah,
I like to just see like the machines you used to make the shoes, just to like look at them. Can I do that
you want to see
out of curiosity?
you want to see a 3D printer?
Um, I look at her in a little bit of confusion because, I'm from, the 1800s. Um,
Yes, he
Even though
absolutely would.
I've heard of probably some stuff like that. I looked at the other party members and I say, 3D printer.
Jason would like look
Yes.
at you and say, "Yeah, we have one in the
Okay, we
Now
do.
that he paid
in yeah,
attention.
you have one in the actual Summers ATV."
Okay, okay. Never mind then.
No, if
I
you
just
want to go
had.
see it, I mean, go right ahead.
I
It's
mean, it's just
what?
okay. Sure.
All right. Okay, so she says, "Well, sure, if you want to." Okay. So she goes into the back and she basically says, "Okay, everybody, you're gonna have to wear this mask though. Okay, there's a lot of tiny fibers in this area, and it's not it's not dangerous, but it's one of those things where sometimes these sorts of things build up over time, and you don't, and there's always a chance that someone could have an allergic reaction to some of the chemicals that are being used such. But I assure you that by the time it comes out, it's been anything like that's been baked out of it, and it's all nice and safe. Okay, but anyway, so she comes in. She says, "All right, so over here," and she walks over to this big tank-looking
Well,
thing. It's got translucent, says this is our primary um, uh, organic fabricating machine. It uses lasers to, uh, uh, I like to use the term curdle, like cheese. It's curdle the matrix into, and also can punch holes into it as necessary. It creates a shoe or whatever you use it for.
right.
Basically a very very thin layer at a time. Though it's very fast. It has multiple nozzles inside, and the color that you see is to protect your eyes from the particular frequency of laser that it uses. That way you don't, but don't worry if there was any issue with that. Your visor was blocking it. You'd see
Mm,
like a little black dot or circling around, and you don't see anything like that, right? The answer is no.
no.
Okay, great. Okay, so anyways, this is and now if necessary, the project, okay, can be sent over to this machine over here to your right, and this is our metallic sintering machine. This machine basically will go and essentially do a weld at a microscopic level, simulating creating doing a casting of metal. The old way they used to do things is they used to go and melt metal down into a big liquid soup, and then they would take it and pour it, using very, very, insulated tongs and such into, various molds and shapes, and and it would cool there and take the shape of the mold, and therefore it would turn into what you want. And so you'd end up with like things
Mm,
that would then you'd have to take it out, you'd have to clean it up, you'd have to then take it and then insert it, into something else, or drill a hole for it. Or we don't have to worry about that sort of thing because our sintering machine over here can go, and we can just take something that we need, and we'll just take it over to the sintering machine, and then it may have already sintered a metallic object, which is then placed
Yeah,
into
mm,
into the actual project in such a way that you can continue to put down additional layers around it. So you can literally
I nod
embed.
politely.
Okay, you can literally embed something metal inside of something that's actually plastic. Something that you normally wouldn't be able to do because unless it's a very specialized plastic, the plastic would be destroyed by the heat of the metal. And and we can literally build up a structure inside of some shoes. And then of course, if we do have to burn a hole through for some reason, we can then go and layer down more substrate into that hole and fill it back up again and repair any damage in construction. So you end up with something that is essentially a complete object without any seams or holes that aren't supposed to be there. Now, of course, there's plenty of holes in your shoes that are supposed to be there. Those are things that are supposed to let air in and out and wick moisture around and possibly even heat or cool your feet in my shoes. So it's a very nice little thing. And we use a standardized microprocessor that's been programmed to do a lot of the types of things that I do that I get from another maker shop down the roadways. So, but anyways, that's these two machines, and we have a few others that deal with things like fabric and such, but mostly it's all handled between these two machines. So it's
I say, this may seem like a strange question, but have you ever run into like a small crystal, like about yay big and pyramidal shaped?
It sounds like something that would be in like they'd use in one of those laboratories for the data storage things. Yeah, they use crystals to store data in.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's like I'm thinking like of a specific type of crystal that I've heard about but don't really know much about, and that never mind.
You have two of them in the group.
Oh, but aren't they like owned by the person who's not here? Or
Well, I don't see a reason why
okay, I say,
Mike would have the crystal on
okay,
him that you wouldn't remove it from him if you were going to, especially
okay,
if you're going to
I'll
look
whisper
for a
it's
Fringeworthy person. You have to have at least one crystal, remember, to prove
yeah.
that they are actually Fringeworthy, which you've already done.
Yeah, I take it out. I say something that looks sort of like this. Maybe like a
Ooh, yeah.
decoration, jewelry, or something
Well,
really fancy to stick on your toes or your shoe or something. I don't
okay.
know.
I mean, sure, if you want that sort of thing on your shoes, we could certainly put something illuminated there.
No, I was saying I was wondering if you've already run across one.
No, I just haven't seen
Uh,
anything of that color.
well, it could be a different color.
Well, I'm just saying, is it mostly what I don't use things that big. I mean, if I use things,
Uh,
they would be like small, like
hmm.
rhinestones, or possibly self-luminous bead work. Even some stuff that might move around on its own. Like giving the impression of like the scales of a fish as it swims.
Uh,
I mean, cool stuff like that.
okay, thank you. I'm sorry
A
to,
big lump that glows isn't kind of like,
yeah.
I mean, unless I mean, if you have some idea along these lines that you want to explore, I'm certainly ready to do that, and you
Yeah.
see a little thing show up on your
Hmm.
on your thing saying consultancy periods are X number of seconds, each.
Hmm. Uh,
So she's obviously willing to upsell. Okay, right about this time, uh, someone goes and taps you guys, one of you on the shoulder. Which one is it going to be? I got. It's Chen Wei. Somebody goes up and taps the Chen Wei on the shoulder.
I turn around. I do not, punch the guy into the wall, but
Oh,
I
that's
turn
okay.
around.
That's a good thing. He's a big piece of meat.
Hello.
He's a big guy. He looks like he looks tough. He's got a medium cut brown hair, no glasses, a little bit of a stubble on his face. There are three more standing behind him that are similarly dressed, like they're all business, almost like they're wearing some kind of a um, um, uh, I'm sorry, overall or coverall of some kind. Okay. Allison turns and looks at him and says, "Oh, what, what's the, what's the sanitation department doing here? I assure you, all my machines are up to spec in their disposal aspects." And he looks at her. He says, "That's all right, Ms. Walker. We're here for the IDET." And he looks at you, Chen Wei, and says, "Boss wants to talk to you. Come on."
Who are you?
"I'm nobody. I'm just the messenger. Boss wants to talk to you. Come
Who's your
on.
boss then?
Why don't you come find out?"
I have other things to do.
Chen
Okay,
Wei, don't be a smartass.
give me an interrogation check, Chen Wei.
Okay, hold on.
Please don't be a smartass.
I'm not being a smartass. I just don't want to initiate the combat and get told by the police you started a fight with somebody.
You could probably beat him. Don't worry about it.
It's not a question of whether I can beat him. It's a question of what happens when somebody finds out and they're like the police or something.
This is the fuck
Oh,
around and
wow,
find
okay.
out. This is hopefully the not fuck around part.
Hold on, interrogation. That's good, actually. Okay, that's a 5.
Okay. You can see that there's a lot of tension building up in this guy's face, and he hasn't blinked once since he started looking at you, and you started basically resisting. And he's just like, you can see a vein throbbing along the side of his jaw. So
I mean, obviously,
you get the feeling
it's a
that
shakedown, but I
he's
can't
getting
just
angry at you.
I can't
Okay.
just punch somebody like that instantly and expect to not be arrested. So
Okay. Well, everything is obviously under observation and recording. Everybody's visor does that. So as far as and so he's looking at the rest of you, and he says, "Well, we probably don't need all of you. We can leave the little yellow towhead here." Uh, he says, "Why don't you?" He says, "The rest of you guys definitely should come along." What do you say, Angel? What do you say, Mike?
Depends. Are you
Mike
planning on
isn't
hurting
there.
us?
I'm sorry. Yeah, what do you say, Angel?
Depends. Are you planning on hurting us?
I think Mike is here, actually.
Mike is not
No,
here.
Mike is
Mike
not
is
here.
Mike is sleeping
Yeah.
off drunk.
Okay.
Are we still in the shoe store?
Yes, we
Yes.
are.
Oh, welcome,
Hi,
Jason.
Jason. Yeah.
Oh,
So
hi.
these three big pieces of meat have shown up, and one of them is telling Chen Wei that the boss wants to talk to them. He
Yeah,
says,
And
I've
he
been here for
mentioned
about 10
IDET.
minutes.
"Yeah, come on." And Chen Wei is pushing back against it. So they're kind of turning and looking at you other two, saying, "Well, I guess we don't need that one." He says, "But the rest of you guys should definitely come."
I've actually been here for about almost 30 minutes, so just didn't want to
Oh,
interrupt.
cool.
Haven't even been
Yeah.
recording for that long.
I'm
but
I'm
okay.
on a page looking at my notes and stuff, so I'm
I
not.
see. That's fine.
Okay. All right. So
I'm just a fly on the wall.
yeah. Okay. But to move forward, do you guys have any? Are you guys going to acquiesce?
I'm going to ask the gentleman. So you're with the sanitation department?
Yeah. Yeah. We take out the trash.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
fun. All right.
Again.
And Do I get the impression that these guys are organized crime of some sort, or actual
Give me
government?
an interrogation check.
Integration. Okay.
Interrogation.
I know.
Yeah.
He knows what you said.
All right.
I know it. I know what you said.
Oh. He
I
knows what
do the little
said.
head shake. I know what you said.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
No, you didn't.
Oh no, you didn't. Didn't. Dead ant.
Dead ant.
Oh, jeez.
Dead ant. Dead ant. Dead ant. Dead ant.
I knew you were
Dead
going to
ant.
go there.
I know you did.
Okay, make your roll, sir.
Integration. Let's see. That's an 8. Okay. D8 in a duh 6. Ooh, I got a 4.
4. Okay.
4.
These guys don't seem to be conducting themselves in the overly friendly fashion that you've been experienced from the government people so far. You know.
Okay, so these guys are from the wrong side of the tracks.
I say let's do it.
I say let's go. I mean, Chen Wei, if you would like to stay here and
Babysit Gandalf?
No, I'll go with everybody else.
watch our
But,
six.
you know, these guys are thugs.
Yeah, they are.
They could be.
They're totally thugs.
What do you mean they could be? They're all
The guy's like, I'm standing right here, you know.
Yeah.
You can always babysit Gandalf.
There you go.
Stay in the shoe store and babysit Gandalf.
I'm kind of glad Gandalf's not here to play right at the moment because he'd probably go to fisticuffs.
Don't worry, I'm surprised Chen Wei didn't.
Chen Wei's pacifist.
Anyway, I say let's go.
Yeah, he's past the fist.
Martial arts are for self-defense. They're not for showing
real life
unnecessary hostility.
Real life me would
Said
agree.
every Shaolin master that wound up in a graveyard.
I was gonna say this sounds like Shaolin, publicity.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ken. Real life me agrees with you. In game me says, "Hell no, let's go."
Okay, so they basically.
I'll go.
Turn
Yeah.
around.
All right.
And
well, if you're all going, I'm going to. So.
And I guess
we'll pick up.
All right. Well, they turn around and they leave. Okay. And outside is a big garbage truck. You know, it's and
You don't want me to get in that, do you?
Oh, of course I do. And he goes, but he says it's very nice. He goes and presses a button on the side. Okay, and it opens up. And inside's a very nice little living room set.
Behind door number 2 is a lovely dining set.
No dining, just living room.
Oh, just living.
Got plushy chairs, and they're like they're like the Papasan chairs, so you sink into them, and if there's any quick movements right or left, you're not going to immediately be thrown out of them. It's
incredible ass-eating chairs that are impossible to get out of.
Absolutely ass-eating. Yes.
Okay,
yes,
I think you guys.
Data buddy, are you recording this, or are they using some kind of device for interference?
I'm right here, boss.
Okay. Can you contact the outside, or are they using some kind of interference to prevent you from doing so?
I can contact just fine. You are standing outside, by the way.
I get in the garbage truck.
Okay.
By the way, my data buddy has been ever since the protest. My data buddy has been set to non-broadcast, so I no longer send images to anybody.
All right, you're just receive only, huh?
Yeah.
Or do you not want to even do that?
I can, no more than you would with the cell phone, so it all goes to silent.
Okay.
I'll check them later.
Very good.
Okay. All right. So, is everybody getting onto the?
Yes.
I'm getting in the garbage truck.
Okay.
Let's get on the magic bus.
Great. Okay.
The
they
magic
all
school
get
bus.
except for two guys that basically you see the thing going.
As we all get crushed into garbage. Yeah.
Yes.
I know you all want to make new characters.
Boom. Yes, those seats are all inflatable and they just flatten.
Hey, I found the title for this for this game.
All right.
Well,
Anyway,
you're gonna need to bring your character sheet and an eraser, please.
yes.
Yeah, Magic School
Put
Bus
out all
characters.
garbage masters on the detention level. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
That's right.
Anyway.
All right. So you you feel a slight, very mild lurch. Okay.
Are we the only ones back here, or are the two
No,
bruisers here too?
there's one guy who's still back here.
Okay.
There were three. Actually, there were four of them. So yeah, two of them are back here. Two of them are
Up front.
not back here. Yeah, So, anyways, and they and they basically go over and they just grab onto a like one of those things in the subway. This little
Right.
hand loops. They just kind of hold on to that.
I ask one of them. I say, "Does garbage trash collection pay well?"
Very well.
Hmm.
He says, but it just depends on who you are and
The size of the load.
Well, no, your place in the organization, and
Okay.
how many guys report to you.
I see.
Yeah.
Pyramid scheme.
We're kind of low on the pole here.
So you're like those guys that just got into Amway.
Okay. Apparently Amway is not a thing. And the boy says, yeah, okay. So anyways, he says, don't worry. He says it won't take us long.
Are you guys like mafia or yakuza or Catholic Church or what?
Wow. He says those are the big choices, aren't they? Now you notice he didn't say no, we're not mafia. Well, what is mafia?
There is no mafia.
He says those are big choices. Those are all the big choices. He says the best thing for you to do is to talk to the boss. He's waiting for you. Don't worry. We'll be there as soon as we can.
Lovely.
Yeah, and every so often.
Any refreshments on this garbage truck?
Oh, you're not going to be here that long, but
Okay.
Don't worry. But if you really need you need to take care of business, he says there's a cabinet there in the back. So takes about, let's see here. I'm gonna just roll a random number here.
I'm gonna take a drink of my medicinal.
It takes about 15 minutes, and at which point, so of course you have no idea where you are. By the way, all of your feeds shut off as soon as you got the door shut down.
Oh, so okay, that's good to know.
Your data buddy will tell you that they're actively being suppressed.
Yeah,
Welcome to the Faraday cage.
Sounds
That's what
right.
I was trying to ask it about 5 minutes ago.
Unfortunately,
but you were outside.
Question because you were outside. Yeah, until the door went down, you still had access.
Oh, night they
now you're in he's right. You're either in a active silence, where they use the inverted waves, or you're in something like a Faraday cage. So obviously somebody doesn't want you to either know where you are or communicate with anybody while you're in transit. All right.
No,
so
what a nightmare. Says the character.
Yeah, well,
whatever shall we do?
That's happened to you more than once on this trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. As in, since you basically came on the way to Sanctuary, there was a while there where you were definitely in silence and nothing, but you didn't know about that because you were too busy being hurled back and forth inside the recovery vehicle. Anyways, so you guys go and suddenly you feel like a kind of a little, little.
Boom.
And the not a bump, but more like a sudden sway, and the door starts going, and you hear this beautiful music being played.
Wow, Rachmaninoff?
Is it like Italian, Japanese, or Catholic?
It sounds very much like European chamber music.
Oh,
okay.
So maybe some
Solieri,
Mozart, or Bach, or something like that. It's not Rachmaninoff, if you know the distinction.
I do.
So,
it's not thundering.
yes. Anyways, so they
Vivaldi, maybe.
the two guys get out and stand at the edge, and basically hold their hand out to help Angel out at whatever point she decides to pry her butt out of that papasan chair.
As we try to get out of the chairs.
Yeah. Everyone make an agility check.
Gotta fight a chair. Okay.
Yep. Have you ever sat in those damn things?
Yeah.
No.
They literally are impossible to get out of.
Oh yeah, our cards.
I haven't
Here's your
done
card.
that. I totally forgot about it. So let's move forward.
Your card is your ass not getting stuck in a chair.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yay, a 7. I make it. I'm not stuck to a chair.
Okay, so you managed to climb out of the thing.
Let's see. With my acrobatics, I get a +2. So let's see.
There you go.
Ooh, I got an 11. I actually stand up out of the chair.
Look at that. You
Lucky me.
You just lock
Acrobatic
your legs.
gives you +2 to get out of a chair.
Yeah, you lock your legs against the edge of the chair and power yourself straight into a vertical position. Don't even have to use hands.
Wow.
No hands, Ma.
I'm also leaving the garbage.
I'm a rope like that too.
How about you, Chen Wei?
I have to make a roll for this as well.
Getting out of the chair.
Yeah, I say everybody. It usually means you as well. Yeah.
Okay,
Mostly.
so
his ass is stuck to the chair.
agility.
Yes.
That was
Agility.
the one.
Ones.
Agility would be a 6.
Okay, well, you all basically, come out of there without any real problem. Okay, and one of the guys looks at you, says, "Limber bunch, you are."
Well,
it's
like I work out.
Yeah,
I've trained.
He says, "Oh, it's easier to do when you don't have your hands tied behind your back and have a big bag over your head." So, just says that like an aside, like The other guy nods at him. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right then.
Strong silent type.
All right. Anyways, so you guys step out down onto this very nice carpet that's currently not moving. And you look around, and this is this big, it's like a big living room. Over on one side, you see a bunch of actual clockwork musicians, basically playing music, instruments. Okay, and you see a bunch of knickknacks, and there's art on the being projected on the wall, and
paddywhacks.
And then in this one big, it's a heart-shaped bed, corner couch. I don't know how you put it. Okay, is this guy? He's and he's big and he's fat. And he's sitting there, leaning up there, and he's feeding something like grapes or something into his mouth. And he says, "Oh, come on over. This is great. You got to try it."
I say, what, the grapes?
Yeah.
I think he's hitting on you. Oh, okay.
He says that everybody, so he's
hitting on
sort
Chen
of.
Wei. Let's go.
Yeah.
Chen Wei's a nice looking guy.
That's what I hear.
No. Can't tell how old he is.
So is he offering everybody the grapes, or?
I don't know.
Anyway,
what do you think it means when someone says, "Come on over here, you got to"?
Thinking he's hitting on Chen Wei.
I say no, thank you.
I will look at what he's eating. What is it? Are they grapes, or are they something like grapes?
I think they're grapes.
Actually, it's actually stuffed. When you get close enough, you can see they're stuffed grape leaves.
Oh, dolmades.
Yeah.
I'll try one.
Yeah.
Or dolma. Depends on what you're.
And it looks like there's some other stuff too. It looks like there's maybe some there's some sliced bread and in oil, and there's some piles of prosciutto.
I take it they look like real, like
Food,
stuffed
yeah.
bread and oil and such, not soy
bread.
construct, whatever they have here.
It looks like real food. So either it's real food or it's very well it's been printed on a very good food printer. Okay.
I'll try it. But is it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, do you like stuffed
Bruce,
grapefruits?
Bruce
I love.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I got an 8.
Okay. It appeals to your palate. It's
Huh,
it
nice and lemony.
it definitely has a tang to it, as you said. Okay. There's definitely some garlic in there. There's some other things as well. Okay. So, anyways.
You ever have these with olives on the side? That's lovely.
Mm.
Okay,
Well,
Bruce, is the Catholic Church in this world associated with Italy?
I think so.
In this world,
from all that you've been able to tell, okay, the Catholic Church, was centered. Holy Roman Catholic Church was
okay,
centered
so it's
in Rome, in
so
the
it's
Vatican
supposed to
City.
be either mafia or Catholics,
or both.
Yeah.
Anyways, he basically, like, daubs his fingertips. He puts the plate aside, daubs his fingerprints on a big brocaded napkin on his chest and stomach, and he is basically scoots up into a more. He says, well, he says, I excuse my manners. The food is just so good. He says, you are IDET, and he says, the guy way over there, is Chen Wei, and then you're Angel, and you're Jason, and and about this point, you notice that on a table in front of his big, pretty, heart-shaped divan he's on, okay, there's a large table, and on top of the table there is a really big uh, uh, metal. I don't what's what's the term? It's like something you would have like a you'd roast a big roaster dish, like big dome, all
Oven.
shiny and reflective. No, it's just sitting there. Okay, with these two big handles, on the sides. Okay, and it's like a serving dish. Okay, and it's
I
really
hope that's not a head.
it's really huge. Okay, and
would it fit somebody's head?
Oh, geez.
Easily. It would fit a horse's head if you're going that direction. Anyways, Mike, okay, give me a perception check.
Did they drag him here? Did they
Mike's not here.
Did they drag the drunk Mike here? Because he wasn't here.
Right.
Hello.
I'm waiting for Mike to roll.
Mike's getting his dice out here. Just a minute. Okay.
Minus Mike, 2 points of experience for being.
Mike didn't think he was going to have to do a role playing.
Yeah, I was just sitting here. Let's see that.
-2 for the fact that Mike is drunk.
Oh yeah, 15.
You're drunk.
I still rolled a 15 though.
You still managed to roll a 15. Mike, you hear this ringing sound in your ears. It's almost like some kind of a bell in the distance, like it's ringing and it's irritating.
Okay, I asked my data buddy.
It is very much like. It is very much like.
Are you causing that?
He says, Mr. Mike. He says, somebody grabbed us, and I don't know where we are.
Somebody grabbed us. I'm right here.
I'm with you, Mike.
What?
I'm with you, Mr. Mike.
Well, yeah, but you're saying somebody grabbed us.
Yes.
Who's us? You and me.
And me. Yeah, you and me.
I'm not sitting on the bed?
No. He says, no, Mike.
Where the hell
Imagine
am I
me
then?
and you.
I don't know. He says,
All
I
right,
don't know. You don't
okay.
know. I can't see anything.
Well, shit, this isn't any good. All right.
Well, at least now we
let's
know where
see.
he is.
All right. Well, I will turn into the Hulk and break out. No, I can't do that.
You
Not
can
yet,
try.
anyway. All right. I take off the visor, take my glasses out of my pocket, put them back on, and look around. Where am I?
It's completely dark. Do you have any kind of
Completely dark.
illumination? You have any kind of illumination?
Scanning.
Is he in the serving tray?
I have my
I mean, is it
flashlight.
probably
Okay.
big enough?
All right.
I take out my flashlight and give it a few pumps.
Okay. All right. You give it a few pumps. You shine it around. You're inside of some kind of metal container. It looks like you're laying on,
Told you.
it really looks like you're laying on lettuce.
Laying on lettuce.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
You gonna eat it?
How
Yeah.
wasted then?
You got this strange feeling in your nose, and
Do you have an apple in your mouth?
and you pull them
No,
out,
not
and
today.
there's like two little pearl onions stuck in your nose.
You gonna eat the lettuce?
Oh, okay.
You can eat the onions
Eat the onions.
All right, I blow my nose. Let's clear it here.
on a lettuce.
I don't want pearl onions in my nose.
Wait, are his hands tied together? Is my question.
No, because he was getting stuff out of his pockets.
Okay.
Ah,
So, all right, okay. So I'm sitting on lettuce. There are onions in my nose, or it just feels like it.
Well, there's something in your nose, and you kind of like puff your nose, and they pop out into your palm, and they look like little pearl onions. They could be something else. It's hard to say. I mean, unless you want to bite into one and find out.
It could be
I've got my-
eyeballs.
It was in your nose. I don't know how you personal
Well, it's been a long time since I've had a booger that big. Oh,
or that hard.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. We'll set them off to the side. Okay, I'm sitting on lettuce. Does it smell like lettuce?
It smells. It definitely. I don't know if lettuce has a particular smell. So I'm saying is it definitely has a scent of
leafy
life.
greens.
Life, yeah. It smells.
Okay.
It smells. I mean, again, I don't know what a salad is supposed to smell like. So I would say I know what it tastes like.
Yeah.
I don't know what it smells like. So, anyways.
I regret
Mine
the
smell like
fact I don't.
radishes, but
Well, I regret the fact I left my Thousand Island at home.
Well, you can always provide your own Thousand Island. You're.
Hey.
All right. Okay. Well, sounds like the job for the Masked Avenger, but he's not here, so I'll have to take care of it. I call the team. I use the comlink to call the team. Team.
I think you're the main course.
Nothing happens. But by the way, you guys are on the outside. You're beginning to hear some kind of muffled sounds coming from inside that huge, container.
So his buddy can't communicate between inside and outside.
He's inside of a solid metal frame, just like you were just in a.
Does this look like it has a handle on top?
This thing has two handles on it.
Can I lift up one of the handles?
Are you going to attempt to do so?
I will attempt to do so.
Oh, okay. Give me a check at a -4. It is very heavy.
Strength -4. Okay. That would be up to you.
If I can help him, I will.
Oh, I got a 1 then.
Oh, cool. All right. Yeah. No. All right. I'm going to try to push. Let's see how solidly this thing is built. How tall is it?
Just barely. You're laying on your side.
Okay.
So it's just barely taller than your shoulder. So like about 3 foot.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Well, Mike's
on one
almost
end of
6
it is,
feet.
of course, your visor, your helm, which is laying there amongst the greens. And you're
sure,
just kind of looking
there
around.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to squat and put my hands on the ceiling and try to force the box open.
Okay, you're not going to be able to squat, but you can go and try to do an opposed push or something like that.
We'll try that. We'll do
Try
that.
to shoulder your way out. Okay.
So you can roll on your back and leg press.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I could do that too.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a check.
Strength check.
Yes.
Here we go. 8.
8.
Oh.
Okay.
Damn.
All right.
Mike has a D12 strength.
It does not come off, but you guys on the outside, you do see it shake a tiny bit.
What's in the chafing
Dome.
dish?
Oh, well, he says every meal should have it's mystery meat, don't you? It's
I
mystery
say
dish.
so.
It's mystery dish, and
I take it you're having our friend over for dinner.
You don't know that.
Why would I not know that? First, I guess it's a head, and then
we don't know it's Mike.
Why do you think it's our? We don't know if it's Mike.
It could very well be. It could be a roast pig in there for all you know. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Live roast pig,
or a lamb, or
you see a menu and it says Chen Wei. Yeah.
Gems. I mean, you don't know what's inside this thing. Okay,
it could
right.
be somebody
that
that
I legitimately thought it was a head without any prompting from you, Bruce.
All right. Instead of pushing,
that's true. You think, well, yeah, you think that there might be a head, and I told you it's definitely large enough for a horse's head. Okay, so
Sure. I was thinking more a human head. But...
Yeah, it's bigger than that.
I'm making a reference to Godfather.
The Godfather, yes.
Oh yeah. Mom said when
leave the gun and take the cannoli.
Reference to Arcane. I'm not even I am not that crazy.
You're something.
Why do I not have chat? Did we have not put up a chat today?
It's over on Ray inside.
I'm looking for it. It's not there.
You have to click on it.
Out of game, my parents went to see Godfather when it came out. Mom screamed when the horse's head came up, which made Dad roar with laughter.
Apparently, you have very different humor in your family.
Yeah. Well, Dad was laughing at Mom screaming when she saw the horse's head. He thought that was very funny.
Okay.
All right. I'm trying to kick. Try kicking instead of pushing.
All right, go ahead.
No.
You don't have to roll for that. I'm sure you can manage that. All right. You hear and you hear this rum 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 as you kick it. It basically resounds. And you guys on the outside also hear that.
I'm glad I'm slightly hard of hearing.
I'm covering my ears. However, there's the visor over my ears. So I'm like,
it's not that loud. But it does ring. It does ring like a bell because of that. Okay, so
ring my bell.
Yes, your host raises his eyebrows and just amusing. Oh, wonderful. And he looks at you, Jason, and he says, "Are you trying to take the lid off?"
Yeah.
Oh, well, you might want to unlatch it first.
I look on the sides of it.
Well, actually, underneath the handles, there's a little metal push button. I mean, it's pretty flush with it, but it looks like you could kind of push it in.
I do that.
Okay. All right.
I walk to the other side.
No. And suddenly the whole thing just kind of like jerks and jumps because he's still inside kicking.
Oh, bam. Yeah, sure.
And so all of a sudden, whoa! And so this thing comes flying over and slams into the back of your head because you're kicking at it, Mike. Okay. And just spins around and falls to the ground with a big crashing sound. And there's Mike on his side.
Say hi, Mike. I'm glad you kept your head.
And your host goes ta-da!
I'm gonna make sure he's okay.
Yeah,
right there, Mike. And
well, considering he's probably has a hangover, this has really made it tough for him. All this ringing and banging and whatever.
I'll do a healing
I
check
am
just to see if he's okay.
If you leave your name and number, Mike will get back to you right away.
Yeah.
I think Mike needs an IV.
Yeah, actually, Mike feels
Something
pretty
like
good. It's you
All
actually
right.
are feeling surprisingly good.
All right.
Unbeknownst to you, you've been injected with a large dose of B12.
Oh, cool. Now you said something hit me in the head when the latch was released.
Yeah, it was the other end of the big
Right.
lid. So basically, when he pushed the button and lashed it on both sides, you kicked it really hard, which caused it to slide down and slam
Oh,
right into
okay.
the back of your head.
Blammo. Yeah, I
You know,
don't. I'm
and
not
then
even wearing
and
a
then and
hat right
this
now.
and then the followings, struggling and all that, he basically fell off onto the ground with banging sound.
All right.
Muffled
Okay.
somewhat by the carpeting.
All right. All right. Is all the do I see the party members?
You do. It's not. This is a subdued lighting in this place.
Right.
You're also hearing all this wonderful chamber music,
Are they?
and you
Oh,
can
okay. Cool. Yeah.
yeah,
All right. Yeah.
and you can see Jason, at your standing a little bit back because what just happened at your feet
Yeah.
with a little bit of something stuck to the side of his mouth.
Then you have
Is everyone still wearing their visors?
They're all still wearing their visors, which you can see because you're not wearing yours.
You have
All
Angel
right. I
crouching
will.
next to
Okay.
you.
All right. Yeah. I will take my glasses, put them back in my pocket, and put my visor back on then, because they're wearing theirs. I might as well wear mine too.
Hey, buddy. You
All
okay?
right.
Poke,
No,
poke.
I hope so.
I'm just poking you at this point. Like, you
Where the where
alright?
where are we, Angel?
I don't know. I wish I had the answer to that.
Who the hell's in charge here?
That guy.
Some kind of kingpin. I don't know who he is.
All
I think
right.
he's Italian
Okay.
giving the food.
All righty. Well, I'll walk over to him then.
Okay. Well, all right.
Bop, bop,
So
bop,
you
bop,
walk
bop,
over
bop.
to the to this big, like I say, this big heart-shaped velvet couch divan that he's basically sitting up behind it with a big soiled napkin on his on his chest, and he's
All
looking
right.
and you see that he's dressed in very colorful, almost as if he is dressed as like Don Juan from the opera. I don't know
Oh
if you're
wow.
familiar. I
Okay.
don't know if your character is familiar with that. Anyways, he's sitting there and he's giving you this big smile on his face, and of course, so he's got his perfect teeth,
All
and
right.
he has all kinds of jewels and rings on his fingers, and he's looking, and he is not wearing a. He's just looking at you.
All right. I say, what's
He
the
Hold
says,
big
on.
idea?
and he says, and you must be Mike.
So,
Yes. And you have brought me here against my will.
Oh, you were not objecting whatsoever when we brought. Do not say some things. I am your host, Carmen.
Carmen, have you
Carmen,
ever
yes.
last time I threatened to hurt someone, the party got upset. So I'm not going to threaten to hurt you, right?
Oh, I appreciate that. That's
Okay.
very very
so,
hospitable of you.
so why
Yeah,
did
yeah,
you want us
yeah.
here?
Ah, straight to it. Are you sure you don't want to have some salad? I see it's been seasoned.
Mm.
As
Maybe
much
some
as
more grape leaves. There's actually other things you could eat here if you're so inclined.
as
But
much.
I appreciate you wanting to get straight to business. I am a businessman from a long line of businessmen, and believe me, nothing I like better than business. So he says, "All right." So he says, "If you would look over that direction, okay, um, you
Okay.
okay, uh, you will see that a little bit of a history lesson, being that you're from this other place, uh, that you call IDET, this survivalist thing. All right, so the family of which I am the sanctuary city, Dawn, if I may use that term.
Okay, I missed like a
Sure.
minute or so, Bruce.
All right. He says that he says that I am the head of the family here at Sanctuary City. Family has been, finger and glove with the Catholic Church ever since its inception. The family helped lead Christians, out of the city during the during Nero's purge, for a price, of course. The family, made sure that the armies of the Crusades were properly outfitted. The family, of course, built great opera houses and counting houses and mercantile and fleets and things like that. And of course, we always took our that too. So, and the family was also one of the, someone over there getting bored. And the family also was a major player in making sure that the those that called themselves Eastern Orthodox did not break with the Mother Church. No. He says the family has been with the church for a very, very long time. And there came a time, and when we all spread out to the five, to the five ocean cities, the family was there too. But then something very strange happened. A growing number of people became very dissatisfied with the life that they were leading in the Catholic Church, in the central cities and other places. And they wanted a place of their own, and they were willing to pay. And so the family decided to help them out. And thus, Sanctuary City was born.
Okay.
Now, because of the way things were, and take a chance. The church was so adamant about no one ever separating. It's the one Catholic Church, and we're like, okay, fine, all right, but so we've been cut off, this branch, from the rest of the family for quite some time. Not that we didn't like it. I mean, after all, we had free reign. We could do things, and there wasn't all that getting together with the various, other members and other people from all the other cities and such. We, but all good things. We've also missed our other family. And so we think, now that you have arrived, that we have found a group that we can trust to not be full of infiltrators from Sanctuary City. And we think that you would be the perfect people to carry the olive branch and, and of course, the promises of tribute back to the rest of the family, back to Sanctuary City and the other, not Sanctuary, I'm sorry, back to Central City and such. And therefore, we would like you to do us this little favor. And if you do, anything that you want can be yours.
Supposing we take your generous offer, and
it is a generous offer, is it? He says, I amaze myself. You were saying.
How would you propose that we get to, what was it, New Jerusalem or whatever it is?
Right. New Jerusalem. That's a good place.
How would we get there, first of all?
Well, you'd have to leave Sanctuary City, of course.
But
Well, yeah.
But how would we get there? We don't even know where it's at.
Oh, and I got to admit, I don't know where Sanctuary City is either. However, I can get you to the surface, and I'm sure that once you get there, you should be able to find your way to Sanctuary City.
Or in Sanctuary City.
I keep saying that. Central City. It's New Jerusalem.
And how would we know who to contact from the family?
I would provide you with all credentials and, of course, the names of the contacts that you'd need. The family, of course. The family name. Because it's been over a century since we've been in contact with them.
Aha.
Okay.
They would be very interested in knowing how well we're doing.
A couple of details that we need to look at here. One, we don't know where Sanctuary City is, and we also don't know where New Jerusalem is, so we have no idea how to get from there to from here. Second thing would be, how would we get there or get far enough away from Sanctuary City to not put it in jeopardy by the Central Church and actually make it to Jerusalem City or be picked up by their patrols.
Okay. Like I said, we have been planning for this for quite some time. We have a number of expeditionary type vehicles that will be made available to you.
Right.
And of course, we have a number of drones that can fly up into the air and look around for the huge ball of light that is Sanctuary City. I mean, the Earth is only so big, unless it runs to the Zamboni uplift and can't get any higher, it should be able to see it at some point, at least one of the. And at which point, then you guys can head in that direction, or go a certain distance, of course, and then you can try to contact them by any number of means. I'm sure that Sanctuary City, I keep saying, I'm sure that New Jerusalem would be more than happy to meet you and convey you there. But if you can make it to New Jerusalem or any of the other cities, whichever is closest, surreptitiously, the reward for you would be enormous.
But we don't know how to do that.
What do you mean you don't know how to do it?
We also wouldn't know how to get back.
Yeah, we don't know how to get there. We don't know how to get back. We don't know how to move around in a way that is surreptitious.
Well, don't you? He says by going there, if you go there by yourself without being grabbed and conveyed by the Central Church, you'll be able to tell where you came from. Again, we will provide you with instruments, including gyro compasses and other types of things. I mean, compasses do work on the surface. Can
I get my medical treatment first and then go?
I'm sure you can. I mean, I'm not saying I want you to go now. I'm saying we're seeing whether we have to a single vision here. If you can agree to that, then we can agree to doing for you.
And when we get there, how do we keep them from just executing us?
Well, if you are afraid that's going to happen, first of all, he says, we have friends.
But you haven't talked to them in 100 years.
Historically, blood matters. The Catholic Church is all about the blood. And believe me, the family is also in the Catholic Church. You know, there are priests.
That is true.
I mean, who knows? Maybe the Pope is of the family at this point. I don't know. All I know
In a
for sure,
while.
though, is that there will be people there that will be willing to help you as long as you continue to serve the needs of the family. So yes,
Okay,
I'm giving
let's
you
go.
I'm giving you a possibility of being brought in and becoming made men and women.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
It's
Oh,
very
what is
impressive.
that from?
I no
Godfather
idea.
3.
Oh, it's from something else too.
No, it was
No,
from Godfather 3.
it's from Godfather 3, and it's
Everybody
been
else
quoted in a lot of
everybody
other
else
movies.
steals
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Because because I've heard it in other things.
Yeah. I know it was
Every
you,
time I
Fredo.
get out,
You
they
broke
pull
my
me
heart.
back in. All right. Okay. So let's look at your perspective timeline here. You say, go to New Jerusalem. You will use your drones to find out where it is. We will travel there by vehicle.
Or any other, any other of the ocean cities. I mean, it doesn't have to be
Right.
Jerusalem.
Right.
That just happens to be
We
the center
we
of the Catholic
we
Church.
convince the guards to let us in. We go in.
It sounds like its own problem. You're not going to convince guards. They're guards.
Chen Wei, let me finish.
Let him cook.
Okay,
Be a doobie, Chen Wei, not a don't.
okay.
What's that from?
So we convince the guards.
I
We
invented
give
it.
the guards.
No, you didn't.
Well, I watched Romper Room when I was a kid.
I
Sure,
did too.
yeah.
I was on
Okay,
Romper
so
Room when I was a
anyway,
kid.
Carmen says he invented it. Who are you to say?
okay, we give the guards a story. They'll let us in. We inquire about this family member who's in the city. Go to him, convey your message, and then reverse the process and head back to you. Is
Well,
that
that'd be
essentially
great.
correct?
Yes, it'd be very good. Yes, that is the idea, that you would eventually come back
Okay,
with a
all right.
message. Okay, and again, it's
All right.
because you are independent agents that we know that you're working. Though you're working for the family, you're working for me. You understand
All
the
right.
difference, right?
Sure. At least he didn't ask us to cross the streams.
That's
All
very
right.
messy.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I like this plan. I can get behind it.
Excellent.
Maybe the best way for us to get out of here, so I'm with it.
Yes.
All right. Well, just give us the message to take to your contact. Give us his name,
Not so
and
fast.
we'll be on our way.
Well, are you all in agreement of this? Are you all, and this we have to basically speak for Gandalf. Are you all ready to become made men and women?
Can you give me a little? Can you give us a day or two to think about this offer?
Yes, that's
This
fine.
is not something that you would take lightly.
No,
That's
one
true.
would think not.
We need a day to consider your generous offer, and we can
fine.
return to you or message you with our decision.
Yes, we will send a messenger to you that you can convey the message back through that person.
Okay.
I say, okay, you said if we do this, we can get what we want. Would that include, for instance, if we get into trouble when we're in New Jerusalem, you can get us out of there?
I would be surprised if that didn't happen.
So,
Made men
have a way of getting us out of there?
Well, it's a big organization, and like I said, everybody, favors and one hand washes the other. I mean, it's an organization that's been operating for a very, very long time successfully.
Okay. I
do
say
have one.
let's suppose there's like a schism, and your organization there thinks your organization here are heretics and need to be destroyed. Can you get us out of there without us getting destroyed as well?
As I said, he says, if you're in our organization, you're a made man. We take care of our own.
All right.
I do have one other question.
Sure.
What
would you like to hear, Jason?
I
The
would
truth or the answer to your question?
both, preferably. How do you
Wishful
know
thinking.
that the family still exists in these other cities?
They've
That they
existed.
haven't been rooted out.
Oh, they've existed for over 2,000 years. Why would I think?
A lot can happen in 100 years. I mean, the last time, like you said, you haven't been in contact in 100 years.
Well, that's one reason why we're sending you. If it turns out that, as Chen Wei here said, that there's been some kind of schism and between the family and the Catholic Church, and they've been rooted out, hook and nail, then yes, come back. There'll still be people loyal. They just won't have the power base, but you still, come back, and we will give you a place here. So make sure that the family does still exist before you give up the location of Sanctuary City.
Right.
All
Obviously.
Central?
No, Central City is New Jerusalem. Central Church, New Jerusalem.
No, you keep saying Sanctuary City.
No, I meant Sanctuary City
Okay.
right then. I
Come back to Sanctuary City.
Yeah, come back
before
to
we reveal Sanctuary City's
before
location.
you reveal the location of
Okay.
Sanctuary City to the family, in New Jerusalem or any other ocean cities, great ocean cities.
Like I said, give us a day.
All right.
By this time tomorrow, send Guido or Luigi over, and we'll.
All right, fine. Okay.
Oh yeah. By the way, what did he say his name?
Carmen.
Carmen.
Oh, okay.
I am your host, Carmen.
What are those
and you
guys'
are Chen
names?
Wei.
Yeah.
Those guys?
Yeah.
Oh, we got Paul, we got Michael, we got Jeremiah, we got Sam, we got
all right.
Peter, we got the whole. He says we got the whole apostles and the prophets and everything else. All good Christian names.
You got the whole smear.
I will warn you that the family has not integrated with these other religions that are practiced here at Sanctuary City. So you won't find any of us there, except perhaps as eyes and ears. And there are many eyes and ears in the city, in Sanctuary City. So be careful, be mindful, be silent.
Fair enough.
Anyways, my lovely acolytes have gifts for you.
Oh, thank you.
And they push forward a wagon, which just kind of glides forward, and on top of it are all these very beautiful brocaded bags. It looks like something you'd find at an opera and stuff like that. Just pearl type streamers coming
Very
off
nice.
of it.
And for Mike, a set of steak knives. Sorry.
Very cool. Oh, I tell you.
And Mike will be very happy to see that there is a
cut your steaks. I probably need them too.
There's a fine fine port, in his bag.
Mm.
They all have little brocaded labels on.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yes. Though you will find a lot of similarity between them. They don't know you guys that well. You guys
Right.
have only been here for a couple of days.
That's
All right.
true.
So
Yeah.
he says, all right, well, if you'll return to your conveyance, we will whisk you back to your place of residence, and you can get about the dreadfully um, difficult process of accepting our offer while eating these delicious.
Oh, thank you. All right. Very good. All right.
I think Mike has been
So,
bought.
And if you need any further inducement, do let us know.
all right.
Yeah, I think Mike has been
Okay.
bought.
Oh yeah,
He's cheap date.
Mike's communist. He's easily bought.
A roll of toilet paper and some shoes that don't quite fit.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. Loaf of
What
bread.
line is this? Toilet paper.
He spent most
Oh.
of his
Toilet paper line.
childhood in line, so he could sell
Yes.
his
That
position
is
in
true.
line.
Yeah.
To,
I am tired of standing in line. I'm going to shoot the president.
You ever
Okay.
seen Moscow on the Hudson?
yes.
I know I have not.
When he walks down the coffee aisle, passes out.
I've also seen the Royal Tenenbaums, which I was very sorry. I did
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like
me
them.
too. Yeah, yeah.
Everyone was talking about it. What a great film, and I'm like, really? Okay.
I just saw Superman. That was pretty good.
It's artsy fartsy.
I actually am currently watching The Return of Superman with my wife.
Oh, very good. Cool.
Because our this Saturday is our science fiction book club, the Middle Earth Rocketry Society, is doing a Who's the Best Superman, in your opinion, and why?
Oh,
Steve Reeves.
Steve Reeves?
Steve Reeves? Wasn't that
Steve
guy that
Reeves.
played it in the old black and white movies?
George
George Reeves. Reeves.
George Reeves, sorry.
That was in the television show, but yeah,
Yes.
The old black and white
the
serials.
one you're thinking about, yeah, that was Kirk Allen.
Kirk Allen.
Yeah,
Okay.
That was the one where his flying sequences were actually animated.
They were. That was he just jumps up in the air and he turns into Roger Rabbit and flies.
There you go. Good
and if
stuff.
he's carrying
yeah.
Lois Lane, she also turns into.
Oh yeah, she's yeah.
So, anyways,
No, but
I mean, and it's in some ways I would say that was better than the constant, whooshing sound and George Reeves balancing on the tabletop.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep,
Yeah.
pretty much.
But anyways,
yeah.
moving forward to in the game. All right, so basically they escort you back, to the to your vehicle, the garbage truck, and which by the way, it looks very clean. I mean, you're like, okay, it's a truck, but in this society, how garbagey is a garbage truck?
Yeah,
because
they recycle everything.
They do a lot of recycling. Yeah. So anyway, so it's and you basically get whisked back to the university and basically dropped off at the entrance and he says,
it was just here.
But you feel a lot better than when you showed up last time, because
that is true.
All that B12 in your body.
Oh yeah, sure. I could even have a Whopper. It'd be great.
No. So okay, so at which point you can and you still hear as your cat calls from people who see you and are still reverberating from the
I let them know they're number one.
That terrible event, with the Zamboni uplift people, search of Zamboni. So it says you're still getting the fallout from that. People are still not off. They have still withdrawn at this point their offers of marriage and reproduction.
That's fine.
Okay. All right.
One of them actually did put the offer forward, but said you'd have to put a bag.
So we're back now.
Yeah,
we're
back at
the university,
Yeah.
back to your rooms,
Yeah.
unless you want to go somewhere else.
No, want to go talk at the party.
I agree. I think we should all meet in one room and take all of our visors off and leave them in another room.
Please.
I think that's a good idea.
I do not think it would really make any difference since we got the database in our heads, but
Yeah,
sure.
that's what they're on the visors.
That's how
Chen
the
Wei.
visor connects to your head.
All right.
Either
is through
way,
the
Angel's
thing.
taking it off. And
Yeah.
staring
Oh
at
yeah,
your
I'm still
arm.
taking mine off, but
And doing this.
And you immediately can't hear it.
Yeah, I have my hearing aid for a reason. So I can hear.
Put them back in.
So you're gonna grab some beverages and take your little goodie bags into
Yeah.
a common room.
Yeah.
And
Sounds good.
Go
Well,
right ahead.
yeah, since there's nobody on
Yeah.
this floor, we can.
Not
Actually, before we do
necessarily.
that, I asked the data buddy, is there any monitoring in the common room?
There is, but it can be turned off. So you should
Turn off monitoring in common room, and then I'll set the data buddy on the bed.
All right, I will. It says it can be turned back on by the staff of the university, but they will have to announce it to you.
Okay.
And if you take your helmets off, if you take your visors off, they'll have to announce it through one of the displays.
That we can
All
live
right.
with.
We can do that.
okay.
This is assuming,
All
of
right.
course, that they're not doing something illegal. It's your data buddy never breathes a word of that possibility.
That they would do something illegal.
That somebody would do something illegal, right?
I mean,
Okay, well-
obviously, for what we've learned, illegal stuff exists.
I don't know. Maybe what they do isn't illegal.
Wait, yeah. So let's gather around in the common area and sit down with our
Yeah.
little baggies and open them
All
up and
right.
see what's in them.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody narrate what's in your little baggie. In your
Okay.
your little goodie bag. Angel, what's in your goodie bag?
I honestly don't know.
What is it listed?
What do you want to be in your goodie
What
bag?
type of things would they give us?
Well, there's food, there's jewelry, there's little knickknacks, which is where you can have fun with. They could be super science if you want them. There's there could be a little mask that's for the purposes of a party, or you could even say it looks like a superhero. I don't care. I'm not saying what's in your bag. I'm saying use your imagination. You're role players. Try your best.
Oh,
Joe?
golly.
What do you got?
You know what? I'm gonna go with the fact that I'm going to assume that Mike took my chocolate. So I'm gonna say that there's chocolate, a bottle of wine in there, and actually one of those masquerade masks that you mentioned.
What
Because
color
that's
is it?
red.
It's a bright red, wine red, blood red.
Let's go with
rose red.
Rose red.
A pinky shade of mauve shade of pinky russet.
It's the same color as my hearing aid. So.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, Mike. What's in your goodie bag? I already told you one thing that's in there.
Okay. What'd you tell me was in there?
It was a bottle of port.
A bottle of port. Okay,
Porto.
very good. Okay.
Is it
All
Tawny
right.
Porto?
Portos.
Chocolate chip cookies made with dark chocolate.
Mhm.
The bottle of port, and a high-tech Swiss Army knife.
Okay. There's also a sterling silver cork puller.
Ooh, nice. Oh, that's always good to have. All right.
All right. Chen Wei, what's in
Yeah.
yours?
There's a small Buddha statue made of plastic and wearing a cross around its neck because they're not very good at interfaith relations, even when they're trying. There also there's also a couple of cans full of Italian food that will instantly heat and cook it when they're opened. and a bottle of wine.
Okay.
I look at Chen Wei's statue with the cross around its neck. I say, that's me before I joined IDET.
You're a little statue wearing a cross.
He lost some
Yeah,
weight.
I was a different guy in those days.
You're made of plastic.
Sure.
Jeez.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
How
And
gullible
then
are you anyway?
batting cleanup is Jason.
Well, I have a pen that actually allows for a static field, so you're undetected by your visor or anyone else's visor,
Okay. It
like
also
somebody else's problem field.
has
Oh,
a
SCP fields are nice.
a little needle that pokes out that you could plunge into yourself and draw back into a reservoir, so you could actually use the the pen to sign something in blood.
Ah, okay.
Nice. Oh, wow.
So I've got like a kind of a stealth device and the ability to sign in blood. Okay.
Hey, it never needs ink.
It also has the ability to basically take blood samples.
Okay.
I mean, you could
Oh,
think of
very
it
good.
that way,
And some baklava and maybe some sort of cheese.
Plenty
Cheese.
of that.
Venezuelan beaver cheese.
No, not Venezuelan beaver cheese. Sorry.
Hmm.
No fur bearing
Yes, I
trout.
like. I like the python. Yeah, I like python. Okay. I never got into baklava, Jason. Just never got into it. Too sweet.
I like Galactabarico better, but this does. This works.
Mm.
Galactabarico is like a custard with phyllo and similar to that.
Oh, okay. All right, sure.
Very good.
Mm.
I also call it the Galactic Burrito when I order at the Greek restaurant. They go,
Okie dokie.
All right.
but that's really all that's in there. I don't need much.
Okay.
I do like the idea of a stealth system, though.
Okay.
Move
There's
undetected around.
Yes. There's also a lovely brocaded napkin with your initials. Jason. That's been not engraved. Embroidered into it with gold thread.
Ooh, fancy.
Just as J for Jason.
Big J but little florets around.
Big J. Yeah.
Well, that's
So
unique.
he has the initials JB on it. Awesome.
James Bond. Yeah, sure.
Better than BJ, I'll tell you that much.
All right. Well, you guys have a decision. Go for it. Go talk about it.
Well,
All right.
okay. Can I go first?
Go.
Go ahead.
I'm going to put the elephant in the room on the table, and that is we could take their offer and just go back to the portal with what bits of information and technology we already have.
We could.
We could attempt
our mission
to.
here is to contact the rulers and trade with them.
Our mission here is to explore.
Right. Just because they're mafia and they're not the government, it doesn't mean they're a bad point of contact.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying we could actually use this opportunity to go back to the portal and make our own decisions.
Yeah, Chen Wei, I know you think this is a good idea to try to trade with these people. However,
I'm not saying it's necessarily a good idea. I'm saying it's a possibility, even though they're not the government and they're like crime.
They're a sub-government.
Yeah.
The other option is to actually do this and go to New Jerusalem and see what life's like under a fascist theology.
Problem with that, first of all, they could have a schism and they could kill us as soon as we get there. And second of all, the mafia guys could kill us as soon as we get back, so we don't blab about them.
That's certainly
And
a
just
very
because they say we're family and
pessimistic
won't
way
do
of
that
looking
doesn't
at it.
mean they won't do that.
I think
Hmm.
we should take this opportunity to get out while we can and just go.
Chen Wei sleeps with the fishes.
Uh-oh.
That would be a headline.
Alas for your
I'd
continuum.
rather not be in a position where that headline is produced.
We'd make sure your
Be
body
pers-
comes back to IDET.
So far, we don't have a lot to bring back to IDET, do we?
No, we don't.
I mean, we have the stuff that I copied off the screens,
We could always
Mhm.
try
and
to.
we have like a 2 weeks of lessons and whatever everybody's been studying. I've been mostly studying history because I can understand it, but I'm sure you guys have studied other stuff.
We could always try to
Yes, we
convince
have.
I've studied
Miss
their
Allison
medicine.
Walker.
We
Mhm.
could what?
We could
Yeah,
always
and we can
try
always
to
grab
convince
her and take
Allison
her with
Walker to come with.
A couple of
Possibility.
formulas for things,
All right.
but they're not. Formulas are not exactly recipes, but they may still help our scientists.
Yeah,
my
formulas
underst-
technically are recipes in one way. It's just a mathematical display of information. So
Yeah, but they don't say pour 1 liter of this and 1 tablespoon of this and cook at 350 degrees.
no, they don't. But somebody that knows more about formulas would be able to do something with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They are some help, but they're not like a full description of how to make something.
And whether or not we
According-
even have the technology to make it. So
Are you two
once
finished?
again, what's that?
Are you two finished?
Yes, I pretty much wanted to put out the whole
Okay,
option
all
of
right.
going back to the
I
board.
wanted to point out that the secrets of whatever Zamboni did are locked away in the archives of the Catholic Church. To discover how he was able to do what he did would be a huge thing for IDET.
Why?
So
So they can
far,
launch
from
our
all the
ocean into the air?
biographies I've read, well, sustained anti-gravity over hundreds of years, that's a pretty big feat of engineering. If
So
you
was the
use the
atomic
crystal,
bomb. We all saw where that got us. So
well, at least we didn't give the atomic bomb to the dragon dimension. The point is that we have if we could discover what he did, that would be very valuable to IDET. You said we don't have a lot from this world.
we have
Possibly a
we have
person.
possibly a person and some other items, but
Getting
I'm just
the new
wondering, like
crystal.
how much do we really want to go? How deep do we want to get into this? I mean,
Like I say, I keep thinking we should just take what we can get and run. Because if we keep going, if we keep going in this world, they're not gonna let us out of their sight at this rate.
we've gotten
Or
everything
we-
back from the council. Bruce?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so we have everything back. We have the 2 crystals. That
I mean, you
cube
guys are
thing.
you guys are birds in a cage, so they're not
Yeah.
worried about you.
So that cube thing that they have was trying to go somewhere to connect to
The duodecahedron.
Hold
the
on
duo.
to it
Yeah,
and let it go.
the
Whee!
D12 was trying to go somewhere to connect into the
Okay.
system. I'm sure that means that's probably what the ocean is being held up by, is a series of those, or
Well,
something along
you
those
know it
lines.
was trying to go somewhere. You don't know what
Yeah,
what it
I
was
mean,
trying
my
to do.
theory is that it was going to a point that it was needed or something.
Yeah,
Um,
I used the reference to Iron Giant, but I didn't mean
Right.
to imply that there was more organization to it than
mhm.
Yeah,
All right.
like I said, someone can hold on
but
to it,
it
turn
did
it
seem
on,
to
and
be
go.
moving purposefully is the only thing I was trying to get across.
It was what?
Moving purposefully.
Yes.
It took off in a direction. It looked like it was trying to go in that direction.
It wanted to go
And
outside.
after you pulled it off, it continued to want to go in that direction.
Mm.
So,
Until I shut it down. So
you shut it down.
It wanted to go outside. It had to go potty.
So I'm going to hold on to the blue crystal and explore and work with it. Who wants to hold on to the other crystal?
I guess I will.
Okay.
All right. So Mike has the brown crystal, and Jason
Yes.
has the blue crystal. And who has the orange crystal?
Which was the orange crystal?
That's the one that's in the duodecahedron.
I thought they had.
Did we take? Oh, we got that too.
Yeah. Well,
I thought we couldn't get it because it was inside it.
Yeah. Well, you don't have it. It's inside of it.
I'll hold on
It's
to
part
it
of
then.
that thing. So who's holding on to that?
I'll hold
I'm
on
going to
to it.
launch Angel to wherever it wanted to go.
It was
She'll get
Angel's
the-
idea to hold on to it and let it go.
Let's wait
Okay.
until we get to the surface if you want to do that, though.
Oh,
Right.
All
And
right.
who's holding on to the to Zamboni's little proof test? His little sticky banana kind of shaped thing.
This banana, the Zamboni banana.
banana.
I
The
can
Zamboni banana is it?
I can hold on to it. I'm not even sure what the heck that thing is. So
Yeah.
um,
You know, in your world, Zamboni grew up in America. By the way.
and he made ice scrapers.
He did.
Yep.
He became, well, I mean, in your world, yes. He became he that was the second thing he invented. First thing he did was he purchased a whole lot of ice plants. He was a business person.
Ah,
He was the middle kid.
okay. I've
He was the
written
middle
blue
child.
crystal key down on my character sheet, so it's there. Save. So what are we wanting to do? Angel votes go back to the portal. Chen Wei votes go to.
I honestly don't know. Because either way has its problems. Another possibility might be to go to the portal, but with the plan of eventually, doing what the mafia wants us to do. I mean, maybe we can bring back stuff, which would ease some of the problems.
Mike, what do you want to do?
I'd like to go to New Jerusalem.
Oh, by the way, Bruce,
Right
I
here.
know I'm not very good at this, but I'm gonna look in my bag of stuff. And I'm gonna look for like any listening devices.
Okay. Give me a or a repair check. I don't think you have electronics.
Repair. It's not that bad, but let's say 5. Well, not let's say 5.
Is it
Let's
5 or
say
not?
5.
It's 5.
Okay.
Something
All
like
right.
5.
You
It's
don't
pretty
find
close to 5.
you don't find anything that says, "Hey, look, it's got like a little mic speaker on it." It's got a little camera lens on it. You don't find anything like that.
I
If it's
shake the Buddha figure, see if it's hollow.
well, if it is
I
hollow,
mean-
it doesn't have like a pea in it to rattle around.
Okay.
The Buddha's
It would
eyes are
probably be
listening
embedded,
devices.
and I have no way to tell other than cutting it open anyway.
That's true. You want to cut it open?
No, because then it could be in the liner of the can, a microdot size or something.
It's true. You're dealing with high tech.
Ah.
Okay. And I would ask Gandalf what he wants to do, but he's not here. So far we have 1 go to New Jerusalem, 1 go back to the portal, 1 I don't care.
Which is a very strange position to have.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really, I don't care. It's that either way, is like not the greatest.
What's Jason voting for?
I'm trying to
Ah,
decide.
good answer. So many choices.
I was trying to get the pulse of the party, and right now we're evenly divided, essentially.
For
See, now you
once,
sound
we're
like now you
Ah.
sound like John Altizer.
for once
Who's
we're
that?
evenly divided.
He was a player we had who all abstained from anything because he said he was always trying to suss out what everybody else wanted before he made a decision, but he never actually held an opinion.
Oh, I have an opinion. I'm just trying to see which way we should go
Okay.
as I've become the ad hoc party leader.
I said you were like him. I didn't say you were him.
Oh, okay.
Aha.
We could
I like to
always,
weigh my options and then I gather information and then make the decision that I want to make out of it.
Okay.
That's
Jason's
Just
under the
so I don't
illusion that
forget
his life
this.
isn't as full of chaos like the rest of ours.
oh no, mine's in the shithole. I know exactly which dumpster's on fire I'm in. Um,
Just so I don't forget this, I'm gonna remind Pat to watch this part just so he can have an opinion on it. So
Well, he should also
Okay.
watch this part because he should tell us what was in his bag.
yes, that too.
Aha.
I'm going to say let's go to Vatican City. Vatican City, Vatican City, Vatican City. Everything's on sale. New Jerusalem.
Aha.
Well, I'm sure that
Because
very
I'm
likely
curious.
there's a Vatican City. Yeah.
I'm curious as to. We've seen one side of the equation so far. We need to fill out what we know about this world. If we just go with the one aspect of it, then we don't have the information that we need. I mean,
Yes.
they were pretty intent on catching us, but not good enough to catch us. So my question is, and here's my other thought. We probably left the reactor going
oh
in
jeez.
Veliki Novgorod.
I thought we turned that
We never,
off.
well, we put it into a low production mode, but we didn't actually shut it off because we didn't want to go through the hassle of starting it up again. So they know
Like-
exactly if they actually have some ability, they could figure out where we came from.
You
Maybe.
can assume that they have aerial support,
Yeah.
considering
Yeah,
you were in the
sure.
air when you were being attacked.
So I'm thinking they probably spread out, and then that would show up like a big, bright, shining balloon in the air to them if they have any kind of. I mean, they detected our helicopter, so
That's true.
Well, that also wasn't that hard to find.
no.
You basically flew over to where they had been broadcasting to meet with the people.
Well,
from,
they got us before we even got there, so
Mm.
they were onto us before we even made it all the way to Copenhagen. So
Yeah,
I'm thinking that
you were pretty close.
yeah, we were close. So I'm a little concerned that if we do go back, we may have a welcoming committee.
If we head back to the portal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I actually
Well,
don't have a
nobody
problem
knows-
helping out.
Nobody actually knows about the portal itself. I
No.
mean, okay,
Didn't you?
they know about the reactor and stuff, so they may be waiting for us there, but they wouldn't be waiting at the portal.
Did you or did you not put a homing beacon outside? The
Okay,
portal?
well, yeah, that's a good point.
I think
I don't know,
They
actually.
don't know why there's a homing beacon. Can't see the portal, but it doesn't change the fact that definitely
That-
did give them.
We were able to come back to it.
I think we did put a homing beacon.
I keep suggesting to you guys that you should, so I'm not surprised that you would.
I'm gonna go, whenever we get
The
down
other
there,
thing is
I'm gonna
that
go back through the videos.
the other thing is realistically we don't really need it because we can use the keys to locate the portal. That's one of the first things that we learned.
Yes.
We just haven't really used it, so it does only have like about a 90-mile range, or
Depends on the level that you have it at, because you have to take, this level of it, then you can take a higher level of it. There's like 3 levels you can have.
yeah. So
It depends on how many advances you put into it. And
so are we advancing crystal use, or are we advancing individual abilities?
Individual abilities, you advance crystal
Okay.
use as a skill. So you can increase that as well.
Hmm.
But the individual crystal powers are ones that you basically take like superpowers.
So if you want to be able to use a crystal power, you have to advance both of them. You need to roll both of them, or you just roll the power skill, or
Well,
what?
the powers.
You have to take the advance in order to get the power. By increasing the skill, you make it more likely that you're successful at using the power.
Right, that's what I did with Annika.
Okay, so you pay for the power, but the skill applies to all the powers.
Yes. The
Okay.
skill, the Fringeworthy skill applies for activation of any Fringeworthy power. Just
Yeah.
like if you had psionics, it would apply across the board to all your psionics.
Okay, so my thought is New Jerusalem. Are you opposed to
Okay.
that, Angel?
I'm not entirely opposed to it. I would still rather go back to the portal, but if New Jerusalem is the majority, then I will be happy to go.
Okay, cool.
Now, the key is going to be figuring out where the hell we are actually starting from.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, if it's on the way, we could always swing by.
Aha.
But I have no idea where we're at. So, and I want to get some of their healing cloth stuff before we leave.
Hmm.
I want to make Baymaxes, wrap
Oh,
you up like Baymaxes if you get injured.
not Baymax. Why Baymax? What is it with you and Baymax?
I don't know. You just said it was like a
He's a
pick.
loyal friend. Why not?
Why not Baymax? Yeah. Why ask why? Bud dry.
Okay.
Well, you said he was like in a big suit, so I'm assuming he looked kind of like Baymax when he was all wrapped up, except for he was pink or red. Um. Okay. So do we have to wait for Gandalf to make the decision, or
I think he'll go with whatever you guys decide to do.
probably?
Okay, so
Well, it's 2.5 to 1.
yeah, I would
So
rather
two and a
wait
half
until
to half.
yeah, I'd rather wait until the next session to pull the trigger on it. But
Okay.
Yeah.
so at this point, you should consider about he said it, whatever resources you need, for the trip, you should request them so that they can add to the stuff they're already planning on using. So that's so you should consider. I mean, you've seen a lot of super science around
Yeah.
here. So the
So what do
question
we
is,
need? We
yeah,
need medical stuff.
yeah, you
We need
mentioned that you mentioned
weapons.
stuff like that medical stuff. So as far as weapons are
We
concerned,
need
Baymax rack.
a way to find our location. I know he mentioned the compass.
A gyro compass or something like that.
Yeah.
We need the
yeah, a gyro
Baymax.
compass is a compass that basically once you take an actual magnetic reading, or you can just arbitrarily say that's north, and then as long as it's running, it'll hold that turn. So it doesn't
The other thing we
require.
need is
Okay.
some sort of ability to travel long distance quickly and stealthily.
Hmm.
Because we don't want to be, 4 months later we finally reach
Yeah, that
something.
wouldn't be good.
Well, that it might be 4 months, but it just depends on what you're actually saying.
Right. Now the other question is he said they had drones. Do we
Right.
think our visors will work outside of Sanctuary City? How are they controlled? What are we we have no idea what's going to happen once we leave Sanctuary City.
Okay. Well, you might also just consider if they're going to be successful at doing this, who was going, what equipment do you think they're going to need to have, and then as long as they have it, good. Otherwise, they're going to need it. So you might, from your perspective as explorers, you might say, these, and we don't know how smart these people are about doing this. So the question really comes down to, is it what equipment do you think they put aside for them to use in this journey? And then add to, and if they don't have it, then that's the sort of equipment you should say, well, you really need to add this to what you have because you don't have it and you're that kind of stuff.
I guess I would need to know what would be available for an exploration like this.
Well, they're going to have some form of power source. Okay?
Right.
That's kind of obvious, all right?
Some form of power source, some form of transportation.
Right. So, but you're not quite sure what they have available yet.
Right.
So, but I mean, what else, how much food and supplies do you think you're going to need?
Oh, we're going to need food, that's for sure.
Because you're going to have to carry that to the surface because
right.
obviously, you're not going to find it once you get there. Unless you can find some more open air museums and you want to make some, wood soup or something.
Oh, fun.
Nothing like a good bark chowder.
There you go. Because they had bark and stuff like that. That was part of the buildings.
Yeah. So we're going to need food and water, power. I mean, I'm assuming they had a lot of this already thought of. I mean, that's the basics.
Stealth, things to, prevent,
premature capture.
Yeah, like
it's good.
Maybe
to do
detection. Maybe like making sure we don't radiate too many like radio signals, or we
that
don't
would be
reflect.
Stealth.
Stealth. Yeah, we don't reflect signals or.
Is there anything that anybody else thinks we could possibly need beyond Mavlov's hierarchy of needs? Maslow.
Good old Maslow.
Weapons. Especially if we decide like we want, even if we're going to do the mission, even if we do it and then go from there to IDET. If we are going to leave at some point, we probably should ask the mafia guys for some scientific information to take back to IDET. The same kind of stuff that we're asking for already, except they probably can get some people to work on it and do it efficiently.
Well, Chen Wei, you should probably make a document that basically says this is the kind of information we want to before we leave, so that we have records of it, so we can take it with us. That's the
and give it to them in case they don't have it.
Well,
right.
Give it to them in case they don't have it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying is that you can't just simply say we want to know information about your technology because that covers a lot. Okay, I mean the geometry was considered a high level of technology back in the century. They were able to determine the width of the planet and various things like that. Okay,
I'd like to know about the bio implant technology and the you didn't call it in the stream and how that's produced for the visors. Okay. I would also like to know about their agricultural system, that they're able to provide this much food for this many people, even though they're underground and have limited capability, limited space to produce food. So obviously there's something to it. I don't think we're going to find out about the uplift technology here because obviously none of these people really know what the hell it is.
Right.
we're not sure it's technology in a normal sense. I mean, Zamboni might have just found some, fringe device that he was able to use because he was fringeworthy, and he used it.
No, or he could have just found some stuff and built off of what he thought it was. I mean, we're obviously dealing with fringe technology here that has not been discovered before. So we have some samples of it, but we're not quite sure what makes it tick, just like not quite sure how the fringe paths work and any of that shit. So,
Yep.
pretty much what we're looking for is things that will benefit Earth in the long run, not just one oddity or another. So,
like what you picked up on the Estes Valley.
mhm.
Lots of oddities there.
Yeah.
And most of them didn't work once they made it back to Earth because it
Mhm.
had to do with the oddity of the
That particular universe.
that I'm going to call it
Yep.
dimension,
Okay.
whatever you'd want to call it, that
It's
platform, that world, that
Yeah.
portal, that
most
Right.
people refer to it as dimensions.
okay.
The fringes.
The fringe, that portion
A
of the fringe. The fringe. And I'm also curious as to what they want us to take to their own people, because they have a better idea of what they think they might be interested in. So I don't know when they plan on starting this little excursion, because he said not today, not tomorrow. I mean, it may take a few weeks or even a month or so before we even head out. And I have an appointment to go get my blood scrubbed or whatever the hell. And my mental faculties, my brain cleaned or whatever it was.
Why?
Oh, fun.
At the hospital. What?
Why?
Because I want all my
Is this-
little
Is this
little
is it
synapses firing.
They
Is this
found a
about that-
brain shadow.
Yeah, it has a brain cloud. I have a brain cloud.
Is this about that
Oh,
soup
boy.
thing that you were going off about the other day?
Yeah. Well, they put me in the soup.
Okay.
They can do things like purify your bloodstream and move like
Angel just
different
signs.
things.
Angel just signs to Mike, and he thought I was weird.
And I sign back to you. You are weird. Because I already know French Sign Language now.
I'm gonna look at you like, bitch, please.
I've only had to watch you and Mike for a couple of weeks, and I figured it out. So
Damn it.
exposure to a language for a couple of weeks allows me to become fluent in it. So
Well, at least I have somebody else to talk to on the fringe path.
that's true.
I think
It's always
Gandalf is also learning French Sign Language. I'm not so sure.
That is true. That is very true.
So I'll have more people
Added
to
it
talk
to his character sheet.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I've got what's that? It's on his character sheet.
Yeah, it's on his character sheet.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
do we think this is what we want to do, or are we? I mean,
think that's what we
I
wanna
don't see
do.
any reason not to do it, other than the fact that we all may be incarcerated and killed. But we run that risk everywhere we go.
Pretty,
And
from what
it's
I
not
understand,
I mean, let's
pretty
face it.
much.
Every fringe world we've been to, we've been captured, imprisoned. We bullshit our way out of it. We become useful to their society because they think we can do something for them, and then we get away and we leave.
it's not like we make it easy.
Well,
for
the main
ourselves.
difference here is that this place is higher tech than you.
True, but technology doesn't
So
necessarily mean
they
we can't
don't
handle.
right, but what it means is we're not really useful to them in the way we are in most places. I mean, they say, okay, we're useful because we're outsiders, but
We
that
are
doesn't make
useful
us
because we're outsiders.
that doesn't make us useful in the sense that they have a reason to keep us alive once we're
Chen
done.
Wei,
with this.
technologically, everyone's more advanced than where you're from. So, I mean, realistically, but we are useful to them because we actually see things differently than they do. They only know basically one way of thinking. we have different thoughts than them. We come from a completely different environment. So what they may see as being a benign thing, we can see it as being a hostile thing.
Also, things that they think are insurmountable, you may see
Oh, that's
as a
easy to handle.
solution. Yeah.
Right. I mean, realistically, just because we run into a higher tech world doesn't mean we have to be worried about it. We just need to figure out how to use it to our advantage.
Aha.
Just like
Now, one of the things I
Magic World
suggested is maybe we could do what the Mafia guys want, but go back to IDET first and like get some stuff to help us with this.
like what?
I'm not sure. I have maybe. Well, having an obvious alien would not be of so much help in New Jerusalem as it would be here.
Oh,
I'm
you want to
not
go
sure
get
what
the
else.
Slarg
Well, I'm not sure.
Not the Slorg.
or a Blizniz that doesn't want to go there anyway?
Yeah, well, a business would actually be good because it could keep people from killing us.
We can go get some of the
We can get a Demixie.
Demixie, and that'll blow their frickin'
yeah.
minds.
The barrels will last.
They think we're
Anyway.
nuts.
So the other
I
question
gotta-
I have for you is,
Oh.
do we want to take what's her name with us though?
And if there's any advanced, one-shot Fringe stuff, like if we go back and we find the saucer engine is ready,
Oh,
then we can fly around.
I'm
this
not
world.
willing to lose that to these guys. They already have technology that's better than that, so I want to find out what they're using
I think we should
for
try
their
to,
little sky pod things that they were using.
I think we should try to talk Miss Allison Walker into going with us, if she's interested.
Okay.
I think that would be a good idea.
Now
would
the
allow
question
her-
is, from what she's a creative person, so you could appeal to her. Here's a possibility for new horizons.
Yeah, there'd be a ton of ways for
The main problem is proving that we're not just nuts.
I have photos. I'm not
Yeah,
nuts.
in this society, anybody can, talk into Chat GPT 4000 and get photos.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we'll definitely not have you try to talk her into it.
authentic
Right.
authentic Polaroid photos. Really.
Okie dokie.
Of
Anyway,
James
I gotta
Nazareth
take my wife
Stalin.
to work. Oh, I will see you all next week.
All right then.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I take.
All right.
Sorry about being
Jesse
late,
there.
by the way. I got held up at the pharmacy. They robbed me
All right.
blind.
You just
All right,
saved
well,
yourself
all
an
right.
attack too. Is all you
We'll
did.
go ahead and call it here.
There you go.
All right.
Okay, all
Okay.
right. Continue having fun.